Okay, Pistons fans, so in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Portland Trail Blazers and Jerami Grant. So apparently the Blazers will be attempting to steal Grant away from the Pistons come this offseason. But before we continue, please make sure you guys like this video. Today's like goal is 115 likes. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I drop consistent Pistons content here, and I'll play the intro.
Subscribe to Joe Polo 10.
Dumars is the MVP.
Detroit basketball.
Okay, so let's get to talking about this Portland Trail Blazer Jerami Grant whole situation. Now, the first thing that I'm going to get to is Josh Hart. Now, Josh Hart has also spoken on the Pistons in the past. I remember when someone photoshopped him in a Pistons uniform, and he replied by saying, no, you can put that image on the screen right now. He just said, nah, I'm not coming to the Pistons. So I remember that from Josh Hart. Just keep that in mind for the rest of this video. But besides that, after the Pistons played the Portland Trail Blazers, we lost that game. Josh Hart went to Twitter and posted this photo of Nurkic, Grant, and Hart having a conversation. So I looked up the definition of tampering in the NBA. Tampering is the practice of attempting to persuade a person under contract to move without the knowledge or permission of the other contracting party. It most commonly happens in sports where a club attempts to persuade a player under contract with another club to move. So with this photo, you could say that it's tampering, you could say that it's not tampering, but my issue with this thing is that the NBA, the league itself, they pick and choose when they want to enforce this rule and when they don't want to enforce this rule. For example, let's go back to Draymond Green, okay? Years ago, Draymond Green, he went on to TNT with Shaq, Charles Barkley, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Ernie, the whole TNT crew. Draymond Green went on there and he said that Devin Booker needs to leave Phoenix and go to another team. Play that clip right now.
It's great to see Book playing well and Phoenix playing well, but get my man out of Phoenix. It's not good for him. It's not good for his career. Sorry, Chuck, but they got to get Book out of Phoenix. I need my man to go somewhere where he can play great basketball all the time and win because he's that type of player.
Are you tampering?
Maybe.
So yeah, Draymond Green said that, and then he was fined by the NBA, and they said that it was tampering. But they're saying nothing now for this Josh Hart post. I just find it very interesting that in certain scenarios, they'll throw out this rule when they want to enforce something, but other times they'll just let it slide when it doesn't really matter. I'm going to assume because it's the Pistons and we're not really a popular team right now, I'm going to assume that's the reason why they're not really caring. But they'll care about a team like the Golden State Warriors because it's a popular team, a lot of eyes on them. You got to enforce that rule to make them an example. But besides all of that, there's this article that I want to read to you guys about Grant possibly getting traded to the Portland Trail Blazers. So it says the Portland Trail Blazers' interest in Jerami Grant could possibly be the worst kept secret in the NBA. The Blazers inquired about Grant at the trade deadline, but the Detroit Pistons were not intrigued enough by Portland's offer. However, since the deadline, the Blazers acquired the New Orleans Pelicans lottery pick, and Grant will enter a contract year. It makes the Pistons more likely to trade him, according to James Edwards III of The Athletic. Portland's going to find itself in an interesting situation where they could have a high draft pick coming up. Maybe if it's high enough, it's an offer the Pistons can't refuse. If Jerami Grant gets traded anywhere this offseason, it's going to be Portland. It feels like Portland is still the front runner. So that's James Edwards III giving his take on this whole situation. And this is not necessarily anything new. You know, we all know that the Blazers tried to trade for Grant at the deadline. It didn't work. And they're going to try again this offseason. It makes a lot of sense for Portland. But as Troy Weaver said in the past, he will not trade Grant unless it is an offer that blows him away, okay? We are not going to give up Grant for a measly package where we get average players or late first round picks or anything like that. No, The only way we're trading Jeremy Grant is if we get a good package in return for him. So we're going to see what Portland can throw our way. So Pistons fans, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank you for 5K, and I'm out.